What's up guys? So once again we have Apple versus Apple Day, and this time it's the new Apple Watch Series 11 versus my old Apple Watch Series 7. And in this video we are going over everything from the design, specs, the features to show you the main differences between these two Apple Watches and to help you decide, is it the right time to upgrade or not? Roll the intro. So let's begin with the prices, and I'm just going to go for Amazon prices. So both of these watches are the smaller versions. So you can pick up the Apple Watch Series 11, that's 42mm version, for £369. And the Apple Watch Series 7 is no longer available to buy from the Apple Store, but you can pick it up refurbished on Amazon for around £140. Now let's talk design. Both of these Apple Watches feature an aluminium watch case. Both feature Ion-X glass on the front, but the Series 11 has an extra ceramic coating to it to make it more durable and 2 times more scratch resistant than the Series 7. Speaking of scratches, if you have a closer look at my Series 7 screen, you're going to see a number of scratches all around that display. I've been using the Series 7 since it was launched. It's been a few years and this is the current condition. So the Series 7 also has Ion-X glass on the front, but it doesn't have the extra ceramic layer that you get on the 11. So I'm hoping the Series 11 does give me better scratch resistance. Now on the back of both watches, the Series 11 is made from metal and sapphire crystal, and the Series 7 is made from ceramic and sapphire crystal. But if you look at both of them, they look and feel the same with the same smooth finish. So both very comfortable on the wrist. Furthermore, both watches are 50-meter water resistant. The Series 11 now has an IP6X rating, and the Series 11 also has a new water temperature sensor and a depth sensor that works up to 6 meters. Now, if we talk about the actual displays, as mentioned earlier, both watches are the smaller versions. So the Series 11 is 42 by 36 millimeters, and the Series 7 is 41 by 35 millimeters. Screen sizes, the Series 11 has a 1.65-inch LTPO 3 wide-angle OLED display, and the updated LTPO technology is even more power efficient, contributing to the longer battery life, and the wide-angle OLEDs improve off-angle visibility. And in comparison, the Series 7 has a 1.61-inch LTPO OLED display. Screen resolutions, the Series 11 is 374 by 466, and the Series 7 is 352 by 430. Series 11 can reach up to 2000 nits of peak brightness and can go all the way down to 1 nit minimum to save power. The Series 7 can reach up to 1000 nits of peak brightness but does not have the ability to save power by reducing the minimum brightness. And in thickness, the Series 11 is 9.7 millimeters versus 10.4 millimeters. So the Series 11 offers a bigger, tougher, and more scratch resistant display with double the brightness, and it's slimmer on the wrist. Design wise, this is great. Furthermore, both watches have 2 buttons on the side, a scrollable crown button and a flat button. Both have their microphones on the right, you can see the microphone hole in between, and you have your speaker grills on the left. And looking at the bottom of the watches, we have our health sensors. Both watches support multiple health sensors, such as optical heart rate and electrical heart rate sensor. We've got blood oxygen, temperature and fall detection sensors. We've got sleep tracking, including sleep stages and duration, etc. They both have an always-on altimeter, accelerometer, gyroscope, ambient light sensor and a compass. Additionally, the Series 11 introduces a new water temperature and 6-meter depth sensor. The Series 11 also features hypertension notifications, sleep scores, and sleep apnea detection. There is also a new Vitals app which will show you your overnight metrics, and the Series 11 also has crash detection. Now let's talk performance. Now Series 7 is powered by Apple's S7 chip, and the main purpose of this chip was to enable fast charging and better power efficiency in the Series 7. However, the Apple Watch Series 11 uses Apple's S10 chip, which is a major upgrade. The S10 features dual-core processor and a 4-core neural engine, which is more powerful for machine learning tasks, while the S7 uses the same underlying architecture as the S9 and S10 chips. It also focuses on efficiency improvements that lead to the Series 11's extended 24-hour battery life. The S10 also features a second-generation ultra-wideband chip, which improves spatial awareness and enables new features like precision finding for locating a misplaced iPhone. This chip also supports 5G connectivity for cellular models, a feature absent on the Series 7. While the S10 is a more substantial upgrade that prioritizes efficiency and unlocks new health and connectivity features. And Series 7 was also the first Apple Watch to include the U1 ultra-wideband chip. Now if we talk about RAM, both watches have the same 1 gig of RAM with 32 gigs of storage in the S7 and 64 gigs of internal storage with the S11. For connectivity, both support Wi-Fi 4, supporting 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands. Now the Series 7 features Bluetooth 5.0 and cellular versions support LTE and UMTS. Now the Series 11 supports Bluetooth 5.3 for improved security, power efficiency and more reliable connections. Cellular versions get 5G, which is a significant upgrade. If we talk about compatibility, Apple Watches have only ever worked with iOS, so there is no compromise or workaround. These are for iPhones only. Now let's talk about the batteries. Series 11 gives us a 24-hour battery life compared to the 18 hours with the Series 7. Now if we quickly compare the chargers, so Apple Watch Series 7 came with a USB-A connector and a magnetic charging pad. Series 11 comes with a better quality woven cable, so that's what they're supplying with the new iPhones as well, so much better quality woven or braided cable, and Type-C connector, and here is the magnetic charging pad. If we compare the pads, they look exactly the same size, but the Series 11 actually charges faster. So it takes 30 minutes to achieve an 80% charge, and the Series 7 takes 45 minutes to get from 0 to 80%. So faster charging and a nicer charger included. Series 11 is also more power efficient thanks to the new LTPO 3 display combined with the S10 chip. So that was the physical and the specs compared, but realistically, which watch is better for you? Now this is how they both look on my wrist, and if you're wondering, I have a wrist circumference of 7 inches and they are both the smaller aluminium models. I do prefer the extra screen estate you get with the Series 11 without looking too big on my wrist. So to sum this one up, let's go over all the benefits you get with the Series 11 over the Series 7. So here they are on screen. So you get slighter, bigger dimensions, bigger screen, but the watch is a lot slimmer. You got a new, more powerful and more power efficient processor, brighter display at 2000 nits, hypertension notifications, sleep score and sleep apnea detection, water temperature and depth sensor. We've got vitals feature and crash detection. So that pretty much sums up all the new features. Both watches are running the latest iOS 26. So with all the new features I just mentioned and the improvements over the design, I think it's safe to say it's finally worth upgrading from the Series 7. So if you have a Series 7 or older, it's probably time for you to upgrade. And there are so many good features brought to the table, including a better and stronger design. If you have a Series 8, 9 or 10, I would wait one more year to see if the Series 12 tickles your pickle. I hope you found this video useful. If there's anything specific you want to see on the Series 11, be it a comparison or a question answered, do let me know in the comments. Meanwhile, for more of my latest and greatest unbiased tech reviews and videos, hit the like button, sub to the channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.